Welcome back to Good Day Chicago. Pediatricians are reacting to a new study that says 60% of store-bought baby food is unhealthy and a lot of the nutritional claims are misleading. We're going to talk about those results with a local pediatrician, Dr. Payal Adhikari with Northwestern Children's Practice. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So we were just talking about this. I can't talk enough about this. The FDA does not regulate baby food like it should, and that's why we have all of these misleading labels. What do we need to do as parents?
Yeah, as parents, we need to just make it easy, make it fun. A lot of the products on the market are misleading, as you said. So there was a study that came out last month that showed 60% of baby food that's available does not meet the standards of the World Health Organization. And this is things like too much sodium, too much sugar, not enough calories or protein, and 99% of them have false claims on the label.
Oh, okay, I don't even know where to start with this. So what are we to look at?
Yeah, so I think that the thing is to really just look at what you're eating in your house,
okay,
and give that to your baby, right? If you're eating healthy foods, buying them from the grocery store, it doesn't have to be hard. We don't have to buy expensive prepackaged baby foods. We can just give babies what we're eating in the right portions and in the right formats.
And by right formats, you mean like grinding them down, right? So that, because obviously they don't have teeth, so they're not chewing anything.
Exactly. So at the beginning, if you're eating a banana, mash it up with a fork and a spoon and offer it to your baby.
Okay, I can do that, because I'm thinking, as a working mother, it is hard to find time to make your own baby food. I know many moms swear by it, but it is not easy. If you are to buy a store-bought brand, are there certain brands that you prefer?
Absolutely. Because I'm so passionate about feeding your kids healthy foods, I advise a company called Global, and they make healthy food with organic ingredients for babies and toddlers. So it's food like baby pad thai. So things that you and I would be eating in a version that is healthy for babies and easy for moms.
I want to start too with the rice cereal, because many parents, I should say, are told to start with rice cereal. What do you encourage besides that? Just those foods that you mentioned?
I'm a big fan of just avoiding products that are specifically for kids, like rice cereals. They're not nutritionally interesting, and they actually have been shown to have some chemicals in them that are really unhealthy for babies. So I'm a fan of just skipping the cereals, going straight to fruits and veggies, pureeing them up with a fork and a spoon, and you don't even need the gadgets. You just need what you have in your kitchen already.
But there are some foods that babies can't eat, right? Like I know honey is one of them.
My rule is no honey and no choking hazards. But other than that, if you can mash it up into a version that's palatable for your child, go ahead and let them have it.
Allergens. Is there a way to prevent your child from developing an allergy later on?
That is a great question. So there was a study in 2015 published that showed the earlier we introduce in allergens to babies, so from 4 to 10 months, the less likely they are to develop allergies. So this study focused on peanuts, but more and more research is coming out with egg and dairy and other common allergens. So what we like to do is introduce them early. So as early as 4 to 6 months, introduce in those foods that we were historically avoiding in children.
I remember my doctor was saying, give her a little piece of shrimp, give her peanuts, give her something with sesame in it. And of course, you've got the things with gluten and the dairy. So all of those things to try.
Absolutely. The things that you and I are eating, just mash it up and give it to your baby.
All right, doctor, thank you.